Good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robson Municipal Court. Today's date is September 20th, 2023. It is approximately 10:27 a.m. and we are on the record. I want to thank y'all for being here today. A lot more people were summoned to show up today and they didn't. You folks did, and I want you to know that I appreciate that. Now, a little housekeeping. A lot of you folks are here on your cell phone and all you can see is me. Know this, there's other people in the courtroom right now. I ask that you keep your phone on mute until your case is called. When your case is called, then you can unmute your device so you can be heard, okay? So we're here today on what's called the arraignment docket or initial appearance docket, and I think we have a few people that are also here on the show cause docket. Things I need to let you know, this is a court of record. Everything is being recorded in the court's in-house recording system. We're also broadcasting this live on the court's YouTube channel. And as you folks know, we are conducting these proceedings via Zoom. The way this is going to work, we're going to do the arraignments first. Once we're done with the arraignments, then we'll go with the show cause docket, okay? Some things I need to let you know. Every case that is heard in this court is a Class C misdemeanor. It does not, the fines normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty, okay? Some additional information I need to let you know. There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain charges. For instance, if you are charged with not having insurance, you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas that I have no control over. That is something that's outside this courtroom. If you are charged with assault, family violence, and you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, that plea could affect you in the future if you are subsequently charged with a similar offense, okay? So if you have any questions about your particular charge and whether there are consequences beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Finally, if you enter a plea of no contest or a plea of guilty and I order a fine and court cost, if you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means to making payment. I can put you on an extended payment plan, which is beyond 30 days. I can put you, have you do community service in lieu of fine and court costs, or I can do a combination of those things. If you find yourself in this situation, there is an application that you fill out. We will have a separate hearing to determine whether in fact you are indigent under the law. If I find you indigent, then we will do something different so that you can be in compliance with the court order. All right, any questions before I go for any further? I know that we have one individual, the screen says Carol Hyde. I know there's no volume on the screen right now. That individual is going to probably have to log back in. All right, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call the first case. Court calls cause number 23090000008, State of Texas versus Christopher Arce. Christopher Arce.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Arce, can you move your camera so I can't really see you right now? Okay, perfect. Mr. Arce, can you please raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Arce, you are charged with the offense of unreasonable noise alleged to have occurred on or about August 4th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused of violating Robstown City Ordinance 8.03.010, which is having to do with excessive noise. And the complaint, Mr. Arce, is that you were revving your engine loud late at night.
So,
Hold on, Mr. Arce. We'll get to where I'll let you say something in a minute. But do you understand what you're being charged with?
yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Arce. Before I go any further, what I didn't tell the group, and I should have told them earlier. So after I tell you what you're being charged with, I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You have three choices: guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing, in that I will find you guilty and go to the punishment portion of the case. The difference between the two is that when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not contesting the matter. You're not saying you did it. You're not saying you didn't do it. But what you're also telling the court is that there's enough evidence before the court to substantiate a finding of guilt. If you plead not guilty, then the case will be set for a pretrial. At that pretrial, there will be a prosecutor who represents the state of Texas, who in fact is the individual who brings the case on behalf of the state of Texas. You will have an opportunity to speak to him regarding any defenses you may have, any excuses, any evidence that you may want him to consider. That's the time to do it. The only thing that's being done here today in front of me is I'm taking your plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. By law, I cannot hear the facts of the case unless that we're in trial, and I listen to the evidence and I make my ruling. Okay.
Yeah.
The prosecutor has the ability to do a number of things, from negotiating a plea bargain agreement to recommending dismissal of the case. Okay.
Question.
Yes, sir.
So, as far as that, like, and them like vandalizing my vehicle, how can I go about to getting my money back of me what I had to pay to fix it?
Mr. Arce, we're here on your criminal case, right? If you have a matter that you want to complain about, you'd have to go to the police department and make that complaint. If there's a matter, hold on, Mr. Arce. If there's a matter that you want to try to recover money, there's also the civil courts where somebody can be sued. What we're here today on is your criminal charge that you've been charged with, and that's it. That's all I can deal with here today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Arce, any questions before asking for your plea?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Arce, as to the charge of violating City Ordinance 8.03.010, which has to do with excessive noise alleged to have occurred on or about August 4th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Mr. Arce, if you have to have a trial on the matter, do you want it in front of the judge or in front of the jury?
I don't know the difference.
Well, then I need to let you know what the difference is. If you have a trial in front of the judge, then the judge, will listen to evidence and determine your guilt or innocence, and then go to the punishment portion if in fact you're found guilty. If you go to a jury, there will be 6 people from the community sitting, listening to the facts of the case, and they will determine guilt or innocence.
I'll do it. The judge. I'll do it with you.
Okay. Where do you live? Where do you live, Mr. Arce?
I live in Robson, here in Robson.
Okay, so I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court before 5 o'clock today, at the latest tomorrow, to sign off on your not guilty plea, okay? It's important everybody here understand this. Just because you appeared on Zoom and entered your plea, it's not gonna be binding until we get the paperwork. So if you're out of town, you're gonna have to call the court, make arrangements for it to be emailed to you, and you'll have to email it back. Or if you're in town or in the area, you come by the Robstown Municipal Court and you sign off on those documents. Because if you don't, then it's gonna be as if you didn't even appear here today. And there is a possibility that a warrant for your arrest will go out. Okay, Mr. Arce. Let me just verify your physical address. Give me your physical address, Mr. Arce.
I'm on Wisacha,
Okay, well, what's the house number?
627. I did have a question.
Okay.
If for the hours of noise ordinance, what time and what time is that from?
That's something you have to talk to the prosecutor about, Mr. Arce.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. I just need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court before 5 today or at the latest tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Arce?
All right, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Proposed cause number 23090000051, State of Texas versus Cecilia Cruz.
I'm present.
Okay, Ms. Cruz, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. And just to be clear, I need to make sure that those of you that are in your vehicles, when your case is called, you need to be stationary and not driving, because I don't want anyone to be distracted while we're conducting this proceedings, okay? All right, Ms. Cruz. You are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence, alleged to have occurred on or about September 3rd, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused by Oscar Zamora of throwing and hitting Oscar with a cup of water. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm required by law to read you the following admonishment, Ms. Cruz. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. section 922 G9 or section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, Ms. Cruz, that being said, as to the charge of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about September 3rd, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
I wanted to talk to the prosecutor about that, of possibly getting that dismissed.
Okay, but you have to enter a plea first, Ms. Cruz. Like I said, you have three choices: guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead not guilty, that will take you to the next phase of the process.
Well, I also have an attorney, but he's not here. He's in another court right now.
Ms. Cruz, I do not show that he's entered any appearance on your behalf. Who's your attorney?
Ted Bonilla.
Well, Mr. Bonilla has not entered an appearance on your behalf. So if you want to speak to the prosecutor or have your lawyer speak to the prosecutor, if you enter a plea of not guilty, that'll get you to that portion of the process. The plea can always be changed at a later time, but a plea of not guilty will then we will then set you up for a pretrial where you or your lawyer can appear and discuss the case with the prosecuting attorney.
Okay. So do I need to tell him that, or?
I'm asking you, how do you plead, Ms. Cruz? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Well, not guilty.
Okay, the court will accept your plea of not guilty. We're gonna set this matter for pretrial, and then if you're unable to resolve it at pretrial, then it'll be set for trial. Ms. Cruz, if you have to have a trial on the matter, do you want it in front of the judge or in front of a jury?
Probably a jury trial. I don't know. I'll have to ask my lawyer that.
We'll put you down for a jury trial, and then if y'all want to change your mind later, you can, okay?
Yeah, so we could do bench or jury, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
So right now I have you down for a jury trial, and if you want to change it to a bench trial, you can do that at a later date. Ms. Cruz, do you live in the Robstown area?
Yes.
I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court no later than 5 o'clock today, the latest tomorrow. And if I can get an address, just so we can make sure we're sending the notice to the right place.
1300 Dakota Street.
Okay, Ms. Cruz, then once again, just make sure you come by the Robstown Municipal Court in the next couple of days, and we'll get you situated.
Okay.
Thank you.
Permission to am I got permission to leave now?
Yes, ma'am. You can leave.
Okay.
Court calls number 2309-000006, State of Texas versus David Garza. David Garza. Court calls number 2309-000001, State of Texas versus Imetrio Hinojosa. Imetrio Hinojosa. Court calls number 1805-002717 and 181-0004712, State of Texas versus Christian Wape. Christian Wape.
I'm here, sir.
Mr. Wape?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Can you hear me now?
I can. I'm trying to
Can you hear me now, sir?
I know I can hear you. I'm trying to figure out which one you are, because
Sorry, I'm having a little trouble. I can't hear you.
Mr. Wape,
Hello?
are you wearing the orange shirt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see you. Hold on, Mr. Wape.
Yes, sir.
I'm just changing your name so we know that it's okay, Mr. Wape, you are charged with the offense of assault by threat. Actually, you have two charges, Mr. Wape.
Yes, sir.
Crystal,
Yes, Judge.
these charges are when he was a minor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they still have to be treated, even though he's an adult now, Crystal, they still have to be treated because at the time he was a minor.
Okay.
I know it sounds crazy because he's an adult now, but the whole thing with the parent and all that still has to take place
Okay, Judge.
because he was a
I have a
minor.
question.
Yes, sir, Mr. Wape.
So at the time, I was supposed to go to court, and I was going to go to court, but I had ended up getting incarcerated in boot camp and juvenile for 2 years. And I had spoken to the judge there and the probation officer at the time, and they had stated that they were going to talk to y'all and get them dropped because I was already incarcerated. So I don't know if that would help in any way.
You know what, Crystal, make note of that. And Mr. Wape, if you, I don't know if there's anything you can get, just a document showing that you were there. Then we can present it to Mr. Isasi to see what he wants to do with them, okay?
Yes, sir. I believe Cynthia from the city of Robstown, she got a document from one of the probation officers from Corpus Christi.
Okay, then we will get with her, Mr. Wape. So in the meantime, Mr. Wape, we're gonna reset this one, and it may be that if in fact you were there, Mr. Isasi, I don't know if he's gonna want to go forward or not, but either way, we'll let you know. Okay, Mr. Wape?
Yes, sir. I do just want to let you inform you that I do have court. I travel for work, and I have court over here on the 28th in Arkansas. If I don't happen to show up, or if anything, I might be incarcerated out here.
Okay, Mr. Wape, just make sure you know, if you do get incarcerated when you get out, that you call our court to make sure that, you know, nothing happened, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wape. I'm gonna go ahead and let's verify a mailing address for you. What's a good mailing address?
It's gonna be 218 Richard Street in Corpus Christi.
Richard Street in Corpus Christi?
Is it
And what's his zip code?
Richard Street?
What's his zip code?
78415.
Okay, Mr. Wape. I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you at this time, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, court cause number 23090000004, State of Texas versus Damian Martinez. Damian Martinez. Court cause number 23090000050, State of Texas versus Jose Mendoza. Jose Mendoza. Court cause number 23090000005, State of Texas versus Anselmo Reina. Anselmo Reina. Court cause number 23090000046, Sofia Garcia. Sofia Garcia. Cause number 23090000002, Isaías Velasco. Isaías Velasco. For cause number 23090000052, State of Texas versus Mario Valle Jr.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Valle, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Valles, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about September 2nd, 2023 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused by Isaiah Ruiz of flicking his forehead. Are you aware of that charge?
No contest.
Okay, hold on, sir. I got to go through the whole process. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
You understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about September 2nd, 2023 in Robson, Nueces County, Texas, how do you plead?
No contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. Okay, Mr. Valle. So this individual that accused you, do you have daily contact with him?
Do I have what?
Do you have contact with him on a daily basis?
No, sir.
Okay. So you know, basically, if you see him, stay away from him. Probably not a good idea, right?
That's all that's fine, sir. But after that incident that happened at the store, that man saw my father out in the street, threatened my dad, came around my house. Right after the incident, I called the same officer that came to the store, brought it up to his attention. This man keeps on, he's looking for me.
Okay, well, if that's the situation, there's a process you can go through. You'd have to call the police. But as far as
Excuse me, Judge. All that I understand that to the fullest, but you know, I'm just saying, I don't know, Judge. I'm not gonna file nothing. I'm not gonna put nothing, no restraining order, no nothing. But what happens if that gentleman does show up to my house?
well, you call the police. That's what you do.
Am I entitled to protect myself?
I'm not here to give legal advice, Mr. Valle.
Okay.
You should consult an attorney if you have that question. All I'm letting you know is that somebody shows up to your house and they're not wanted. The best way to deal with that situation is to call the police. All right, that being said, Mr. Valle, I'm gonna place you on 90 days deferred disposition. That means that if you don't get in trouble in the next 90 days, and if you do what I ask you to do and pay what I ask you to pay, the case will get dismissed.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fine of $215, court cost of $76, for a total of $291. You need to do a 4-hour anger management course online. And the clerks can give you that paperwork when you come and sign off on your plea. As far as the $291, Mr. Valle, when can you pay that?
Now, can I do that payment plan thing?
Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be giving you 90 days to pay it. Okay, if at the end of the 90
Oh,
days.
that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, but when you come today, it's a good idea to give something down. That way you get started. Okay.
I can't give nothing down at the moment. I don't get paid till the following week.
Okay. Well, whenever you get paid, you need to come by. That way it doesn't sneak up on you. Okay.
No, that's fine. I'll pay something on it. But I'm also asking this: what time do you open the court?
The court's open by Crystal. What time what time are the doors open?
We are usually here a few minutes before 8 o'clock, so about 7:55.
You see, that's the thing. I come to work at 8 o'clock. I don't drive. I have a
What-
ride. My parents are the ones that help me out and everything. I don't get out till 5 o'clock. But my people don't come and pick me up till 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then I gotta come to work at 8. And my dad, they all work for the school. So I mean they gotta be there by 8 o'clock. So they drop me off at my work at 7:15, 7:30.
Well, Mr. Valle, you just need to make arrangements with the court. If you can't physically come, there's email, there's other ways to do it. But you have,
Okay, that's perfect.
you have to sign off on the documents, okay?
Well, but can I sign off like it on email or stuff? I've never done
Yeah.
this Zoom
Yeah,
stuff.
no, that's why I'm letting you know. Yeah, things, it can be arranged where you get it by email, but then you gotta sign,
Okay.
they send you and you gotta send it back.
And who do I call? What's the number? Is the number on the paper that I have?
Yes, sir.
The docket paper?
Yes, sir. It's the Robstown Municipal Court. Crystal, what's the number?
361
Yes, ma'am.
387
Yes, ma'am.
4589. And you're just
4589.
gonna ask for the municipal court.
Okay. I could do that.
All right, Mr. Valle, any other questions before I let you go?
That'd be it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls cause number 2309-000049, State of Texas versus Christopher Villanueva. Crystal, do we have a Ray Gonzalez out there?
No, Judge, he just got his paperwork and he left. We haven't filled out the paperwork.
Okay, but he did appear, right?
Yes, he did appear, Judge.
Okay, perfect. Court calls cause number two three zero two zero zero 1743, State of Texas versus Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia.
Yes, give me 1 second, please. Sorry about that.
Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You are Robert Garcia?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Garcia. You are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about June 9th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused by Charlene Garcia of shoving her multiple times. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, I'm required by law to read you the following admonishment. If you're convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun or ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46.04B no code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to possess or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, Mr. Garcia, as to the charge of assault by contact, family violence alleged to have occurred on June 9th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Mr. Garcia, if you have to have a trial, do you want it in front of a judge or in front of the jury?
The judge.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, do you live in Robstown?
Currently, no.
Okay, where do you live?
I'm in Corpus.
And what's that address?
5812 Hall Avenue, I believe.
5812 Hall Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that where you want to get mail? Because we're gonna mail you a notice of pretrial.
No, my mail can go to the one in Robstown, 300 East Avenue C. And it's apartment A. Just so I can make sure I get my mail.
Apartment A.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, you will be set up for a pretrial, but you need to come by the Robstown Municipal Court or make arrangements with the court by 5 o'clock today or no later than tomorrow to sign off on your paperwork, okay?
Okay, but so I could go tomorrow before 5, right?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Court calls, cause number 220500 1062 and 220500 1601061 and 2207002428 State of Texas versus Lily Herrera. Can you please raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You are Lily Herrera?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. So did she enter a plea and she was granted deferred?
Yes, Judge, and she didn't complete her, so she's up for a show cause.
Okay. All right, Ms. Herrera. So it looks like you're asking for an extension, which I can grant you that, but it's going to be coming up pretty quick because I'm only allowed to keep you on deferred disposition for 180 days.
Yeah, it's the only ticket I think I got left with them.
Yeah, the 180 days is up on October 9th. So I can give you October 9th. After that date, there's nothing else I can do for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I just need a little bit more help because my bills are like really crazy this month.
Okay, I'm gonna give you till October 9th. If I were you, I would calendar maybe a week before that. If it's not paid off by then make arrangements to come see me to see what else can be done. But if you wait until October 9th, my hands will be tied.
Okay, so before, if I can't do it, I'll just go into the office.
Well, yeah, you need to come and tell them that you need to make an appointment to see me.
Okay, I will do that. What is the total balance?
Crystal, do you have that on you or not?
Yes, it's $543.30.
43.30. Okay. Do I have to pay that in full or no, or just before the night?
That would have to be paid before the 9th. Now, if you know you're not gonna have the money, Ms. Herrera,
No, I won't be able to have it all.
but if you're
The
gonna
bills
do some, like, I can have you do community service. to
See,
fin-
that's what you were talking to me about. If I could do them, I was gonna talk to the church. Maybe they could.
You can do it at the church if they allow you, but once again, it has to be done by the
Yeah.
night.
I'll
Uh,
go here in a bit and ask them. They're doing community service there
Okay,
because I'm
but
not sure.
you need to come by the court, all right? Because there's a form you're gonna fill out.
Yeah.
I'll look at it, and if you qualify, and it looks like you will, then we can have you do the community service, but it has to be done before the 9th,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go in there right now.
Okay,
Once we
all right. All
Okay,
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, I think there's one person waiting. They had an issue earlier under. It's for Mr. Imitro Hinojosa.
Okay. Still no volume. They're connecting, they're not doing the connection. You know what I'm saying, Crystal?
Yeah, let me give him a call.
Crystal, I'm gonna log him off.
Judge, do you want for them to call? I think, or what do you want me to have them do?
Keep them on there. Do they have a phone?
Yes, I have him on the phone, on the line right now, Judge.
Okay, transfer it to my phone, and then I can talk to him, but so long as he's on the Zoom, I can have him on the phone.
Yes, so we're gonna stay on the phone and I'm gonna transfer you to him. So and stay on the Zoom, okay? Yes, okay, give me 1 second.
Crystal, I still have the old phone in here. Does that make a difference?
No, Judge, but what's the extension in there, Judge?
Oh, it doesn't say.
Hold on, Judge, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll do it this way, okay? Let me go ahead and recall your case. It's gonna be court cause number 2309-000001, State of Texas versus Emeterio Hinojosa. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. You are Emeterio Hinojosa, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Hinojosa, you are charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on or about August 16th, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused of having multiple empty plastic bags / corner bags. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, I'm aware of plastic bags and trash. I had in the back, big trash bag. Yes, sir.
Okay, and you understand what you're being charged with?
Well, not really, because they stopped me for a light, and they did not give me no warning about the light, and they didn't give me no ticket because the lights were working, and so they asked for permission. I said, "You're welcome." So they went through 2, 3 little trash bags, and they didn't go through the main big trash bag I had in the back seat.
Okay,
I
well,
just come from the ATV, and they just decided to just keep 2 little trash bags and charge me with something. And I would like to request this court for matter to be sent to Austin if there's any kind of drugs, because I don't do no drugs.
okay.
Plastic bags for my son.
Mr.
I'm a diabetic.
Hold on, Mr. Hinojosa. So I just want to make sure you understand they're charging you with possession of drug paraphernalia. I just need to know that you understand that that's what they're charging you with, correct?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to let you know some things because earlier you were on the Zoom and you couldn't hear what I was saying. So I have to make sure that you understand certain things. Okay. Every case that's heard out of this courtroom is a Class C misdemeanor. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. An attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Hinojosa. You also, other things I need to let you know is that there are consequences beyond this courtroom. For instance, if you're charged with no insurance, you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas. If you have a question whether your particular charge has consequences beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Finally, if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest and I order a fine and court costs, and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means to payment. If you let the court know, there's an application you can fill out, and if you qualify, we could put you on an extended payment plan, we could put you on community service, or a combination of those things. Okay.
Can I go to jail?
No, there's no chance of jail time in these cases, Mr. Hinojosa. Okay, no chance of jail time.
Yes, sir.
So the way this is going to work, I'm going to read what you're being charged with again. Then I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You have 3 choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are basically the same thing in that I will find you guilty. The only difference is that when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not saying you did it, you're not saying you didn't do it. You're just not contesting the matter. However, what you are also telling the court is that there is enough evidence before the court at this time to substantiate a finding of guilt. If you plead not guilty, then your case will be set for a pretrial. At that pretrial, there will be a prosecutor present that you will be able to speak to regarding your case. Any concerns you have or any evidence you want him to consider, anything regarding the case that you want to talk about, that is the time to do it. Me as the judge, I can't hear any evidence at this time. I cannot talk about your case at this time because the only time I can do that is if we're at trial or if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest. At that time, I can consider anything you want me to consider before I issue sentence. Any questions, Mr. Hinojosa?
No, sir. Just one more. When will I have time to send in a motion for an examining trial on this matter here? To you or to corporate?
You file that with the court here on this case.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna have to do that.
Okay, Mr. Hinojosa. As to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on August 16, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
No contact. With
Okay.
an explanation.
Okay, well, let me make sure you understand what's going on. If you want to eventually be able to do an examining trial, then you have to plead not guilty. Because
Yes, sir, I understand
if you plead no contest, the case is going to be over. I'm going to find you guilty, and then we're going to go to the sentencing portion of the case. I want to make sure that you're aware of that. If you feel that you're not guilty, then you can plead not guilty, and you can file whatever motions you want to file, and you can speak to the prosecutor and have him consider whatever evidence you want him to consider, or you can question the evidence that is before him at that time. So I want to make sure you know what you're doing, Mr. Hinojosa, and that we in fact do what you want to do. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Hinojosa. So once again, I'm going to ask you, as to this charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead?
Contest with an explanation and disregard the examining trial. I'll just I would like to take care of the matter and put it on you.
Okay, I'm going to accept your plea of no contest, and now you can tell me whatever you want.
So, like I said, I've just come from the HEB and bought some groceries. And I'm coming home and all my lights are working because every time I pick up in my car, I check the lights, signal lights and stop stuff. And so I did get stopped and they didn't give me no warning for the light, give me no ticket for the light, and gave them consent to go through the trash, which they didn't take the whole trash. They would have taken the whole trash. They would have come out with 1,000 and more plastic bags, but they only decided to keep 2 little bags, clear bags. I'm sure you got it in front of you. But anyway, I was not given a warning, no ticket for the lights, but they jumped over to some trash bags and decided to call it paraphernalia, drug paraphernalia, which never in the world have I ever seen plastic bags sold in the store that have come with drugs. But this month, I'm putting this on your hands, and I don't have much of a dollar to stretch out, so I'm hoping you can see the situation.
Okay, Mr. Hinojosa. I will consider what you told me, and I've read the report. And taking all that into consideration, I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition, Mr. Hinojosa.
Yes, sir.
The fine normally would be $230, and court cost $81 for a total of $311. I'm going to lower that fine, Mr. Hinojosa, to $50.
Thank you very much.
The court costs have to remain $81. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. So that's going to be a total of $141 instead of $311. Okay. If you pay that, Mr. Hinojosa, and you don't get in trouble in 90 days, the case will get dismissed. When can you pay that $141?
Well, right today, yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Hinojosa. I'm by.
When in front of the office, I believe I'm going. I believe the city hall.
Yes, at City Hall.
Okay, yeah, I'll be there today.
Okay, Mr. Hinojosa, we'll see you here.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Please.
Crystal?
Okay, yes, Judge.
Is there anybody else waiting?
No, Judge.
It's Carlos Trevino. That was the other show cause. They have not appeared. But let me see here. They haven't made contact with us either.
No, Judge.
Okay. All right. That'll be a failure to appear also.
Mr. Valle, that's
Time is 11:25 a.m. and we are off the record.